Hello, this is Brother Joseph. I wanted to talk to you about the last writing I put out. It's an open letter to Candace Owens. She did a debate between her husband and a Protestant woman. I don't remember her name. A couple months ago, it caught my eye. I follow, Candace and a few of the others, Matt Walsh, Ben Shapiro. I value a lot of the things they put on the table. I usually agree with them. I think they have a lot of good to say. And when Candace put that video out, I got a sense that she was going through some of the same things I went through before I became Catholic. I was a Protestant minister for a while, and I put my testimony in my open letter. Just got to straighten up the camera. And I thought I'd do for her what I wish someone had done to me, or for me, when I had all my questions, and that was just sitting down and either verbally or through writing, putting down something that would be helpful for me to find what I was looking for. For me, I was looking for the one true church. The whole church issue really confused me. It really got to me that there are thousands of these churches, all with different claims, and no one can give me an answer as to why. Especially when you look at the Bible, and all the indication is that there should only be one. There should be a unity in faith, a unity in spirit. But there wasn't. And there was no amount of rationalizing and no amount of talk that could convince me otherwise. It delayed the question. That's all it did for me. Well, and that's what the letter was about, the open letter. And of course with me it always turns into something more. I have to get theological in it and maybe do a little more than what I should. That's neither here nor there. It is what it is. But my hope was to approach it in that manner, try to give to her what I think should be given to anyone asking the questions. Some answers, mainly the markers, what to look for. And when I was putting down what to look for, what catches me most is going back to the child and asking, what does a child see? What would a child be looking for? What could they identify? Because Jesus didn't make the faith so difficult that children couldn't find him. He wants to be caught by the children and those with childlike faith. Not childish, but childlike. And what that is a great faith in God. When a child goes to a parent and they just put their total faith in that parent, they rush into the arms of the parent and they embrace them with no fear at all. It's that kind of faith where we can go to God and we can rush to him and wrap our arms around him and trust whatever he says and whatever he does, regardless of what we're experiencing or feeling at that same time. That kind of childlike faith. And that's what I think we all need to see. We need to see with the eyes of that kind of childlike faith. And that's what I caught in my conversion, and that's what I'm trying to share with other people. Not just Candace, but in this letter, definitely Candace. Because I really do, watching that debate, and I encourage you to watch it, I think she's asking the same questions I was, and a lot of other people who turned to the church. Now, I understand the hesitation because the church is a mess. Not the mystical body, but the people claiming to be Catholic and the religious leaders claiming to be Catholic leaders. The great apostasy came with Vatican II, and we've had a mess ever since. That's hard, especially coming in and not knowing anything about the Catholic Church. That's hard to figure out. But I'm hoping I gave enough for her to at least get a start, and for anyone else reading the letter. I made an open letter and written in such a way anyone could read it and hopefully find the markers of the church. But I hope I gave enough, at least for a start. And if they look at some of my other articles, maybe they'll catch the fact that the Vatican II apostasy has done what Christ said it would do in the last days. It would create a great persecution. It would make the church like what Christ was when he was flogged before going to the cross, practically unrecognizable on the surface. But praise be to God, there's a remnant. Praise be to God. Traditional remnant is there, and they're speaking out, and they're shining the light, and they're trying to call those who are lost home. As this is what I went into the letter with, and hopefully she hears it. Hopefully it does some good for, if not for her, at least for somebody. So I put the link in the below, and hopefully you can read it and share it, and pray to the Lord it does some good. And as always, God bless.